It works, great. Hi everybody. My name is Wolfie Christl, I'm from Vienna, Austria, and this is Lightbeam. Most of you probably know this, a browser extension which shows who is watching us when we're surfing the web. I visited 5 websites here, and these 5 sites connected to 104 other third-party services and told them about my visit. This is how thousands of tracking companies are able to compile profiles about our online behavior. And it's not just surfing the web. There's also this one, you know it. It contains lists of our contacts, our friends, our calls, our messages, tracks our movements, lots of very private data. Who is able to access it? Many apps. And again, there are hidden third-party services included in many apps. For example, Flurry, a company which is basically helping app developers to earn money. But additionally, they're monitoring the behavior of users in more than 500,000 apps on 1.4 billion smartphones and tablets. They're tracking users, but they're also sorting users into categories like hardcore gamers, financial geeks, new mothers, or categories based on their sexual orientation, LGBT. But wait, how is Flurry able to offer information about the sexual orientation of people they're tracking? Maybe they're using similar algorithms than the researchers of this Berkeley study did. They tried to predict these private attributes of users just based on their Facebook likes. And these were the results. They were able to successfully predict gender, sexual orientation, political and religious views, just based on about 170 Facebook likes per user. Facebook smartphones, and there are many other devices coming up, for example, fitness trackers, a very nice ad, I love it. In the upcoming Internet of Things, more and more objects will have sensors, a bit smaller ones than this one, but sensors. And network connections from e-book readers, smart TVs to connected cars, thermostats, and many more. And finally, there are companies like Axiom, so-called data brokers, collecting large amounts of consumer data. Axiom, for example, collected up to 3,000 attributes on more than 700 million people. Okay, you know most of this. The real question is, what is to be done? One option could look like that. This is not my notebook. No, we all love digital technologies, don't we? So what about knowledge, awareness, online safety? Okay, I'll try that. Be a bit more careful with your personal data. Think about what you're posting on social networks. Think twice before turning on GPS on your smartphone. No, makes no sense. What we said was worried about your privacy, forget it. Turn the tables and find out all the dirty details about your friends, your neighbors, and the rest of the world. Me and a small team from Vienna, we had an idea. The idea was to gamify surveillance, privacy, and personal data business, and we called the result Data Dealer. Data Dealer is a browser game, a social game, and even a Facebook game. And it looks like that. As a data dealer, you've got your database in the center of the screen. You've got some connections to the underground economy, for example, to Manny Meyer. He works for you, and he knows Nurse Helen, who works in a big hospital. Her salary has been lowered, so she's a bit frustrated, as you can see. And she sells us some data records on her patients, especially if people with chronic diseases, and so on. After paying her a few bucks, you can collect the profiles she delivered to you. Players can also run their own companies and online businesses, for example, an online dating platform. Here you can collect some nice dirty details on your user's sexual orientation or also political attitude and much more. You can upgrade these projects, or you can do advertising, you can increase your team size. And as your data empire grows, you can also run companies like online personality tests or loyalty card systems, and many more. And if you have a look at your database, you find all the collected data in there. 1 million profiles with names, addresses, consumer behavior, personal files, and so on. And of course, you can also sell your personal data. Look at the red wires. You can sell it to insurance companies, to banks, or to the human resource departments of big corporations and help them to make better decisions. This is a part of our video trailer. Here you can see our shiny, everyday digital life, but there's also a dark side. As you can maybe see, Data Dealer is a quite elaborate project in terms of game design, research, multimedia, but also in terms of technology. It's based on HTML5, open source components, and it's a non-profit project, which is even published under a Creative Commons license. What we now have is the first full version of the game. It's still called beta, but everything is beta today, right? It's a browser game, so just visit this URL. You can either use your Facebook or your Google account to sign up, or you trust me and you register your own Data Dealer account. There are no ads, no virtual goods, and we don't even sell our players' data. Believe me. For example, there's a guy called Marco guiding you through the game. Players should also care about their corporate reputation, but there are many ways to improve your image. For example, you can choose to do some Wikipedia manipulation and much more. So we started the development back in 2012 already as a team of 4 without any money. Then we managed to get funding from Austrian governmental institutions, organizations, and so on. That's why we were able to work on a full version on a global level. In 2013, we've been 15 people, also people in the US. When we released the English version in 2013, we received some really nice media coverage. And we received hundreds of emails also from teachers, media educators, and much more. We won several prizes, for example, the Games for Change Award in New York City. But Data Dealer is mostly about the collection and the exploitation of our personal data by companies. But when we released the first English version in May 2013, something happened. It was Edward Snowden who forced us to quickly modify our game a little bit, like that. And we also made some stickers, like join the dark side, and so on. We also made some merchandising products. This is our Data Buddy plushie, for example, representing our digital traces, our profile. Although we've even been featured by my favorite US TV channel, Fox News, and although we didn't get an NSA research grant, we were not able to do everything we were planning to do. For example, we planned to create a Data Dealer educational toolkit consisting of an adapted version of the game and teaching materials, but they said no. We've been writing more than 30 grant proposals, but we were not successful. So unfortunately, we don't have any funding anymore for Data Dealer now, since 2014. But anyway, this is the first full version. It's online, and I really think it's a nice one. So check it out. Surveillance was a hard and painful job some 30 years ago, like this, but times are changing. I've been using the internet since the early 1990s, so at the same time I know that digital communication technologies open up so exciting possibilities. I think we have really to be careful on the other hand. A future society where digital monitoring is omnipresent could have massive impact on our lives, our options, our behaviors, and so on. I'm not sure where this will lead us. I think nobody is, but what I'm sure about is much more people should know how this works. I think what we need is widespread knowledge about questions like what kinds of personal data do exist? Who is collecting this data? What is this data used for? And what are the risks, both for you and for society? And most importantly, if we try to achieve awareness on these issues like that, it will be difficult. And that's what we're trying to do with Data Dealer. We let players turn into the role of the evil guys, of the data brokers, to motivate them to engage in these issues and to understand the value of their personal data. Our approach is not to tell players exactly what they should do, how they should behave online, what they should care about, but to make them curious and interested and to help them to get a critical understanding of today's digital world. This is our organization, Cracked Labs. We're also doing research about digital tracking, not only games. End of 2014, we published an extensive research report about corporate surveillance, as I'd like to call it. In February, I was even invited to present it in the European Parliament. And yeah, I'd like to finish my presentation with a major statement or even a call to action by a really major guy. Google's Eric Schmidt said in 2013, "You have to fight for your privacy or you will lose it." Friendly advice or a serious threat? I don't know. This is my contact information. If you're interested in our projects, just say hello to me or join my networking session tomorrow. And by the way, I've got 4 pieces of our data body with me, and if somebody wants to buy it, you can buy it to support our game. Thanks a lot.